The best of the best of the best.
No vengan a frontera a echarte flores.
Le llevamos la mejor noticia del deporte.
Nike.
Eso te da duro.
Dígalo, Gaby, tú supéralo, ¿oíste?
Put the fries in the bag.
Número por número.
Yo voy a los míos, así que vamos allá.
Fuego, fire.
Jacob is gonna dog walk.
Casi en la hora cero.
Eso era lo que se esperaba.
We believe. The one that panicked was the head coach.
Ver estos dos mastodontes.
Just don't agree about the format. I think that
April Fools. Eso fue lo primero que yo pensé.
Un coach de nombre.
does not know what's going on. I don't know. All these good.
Está atrasado.
Ay, el Big Three.
That dog in them.
Playoff de muerte súbita.
Como que eso no tiene ningún tipo de sentido.
They were too predictable.
Un hincapié para otra situación.
La diferencia es que
We be about it too. Don't get that twisted.
Vamos a hablar del mejor deporte del mundo.
We're gonna call that the Hideki effect.
Te van a prestar.
Gotta roast you out right quick before I let you go.
A cada puerco le llega esta noche buena.
ese examen que no se está comiendo.
Amores que matan. Can.
Shaky, say the least.
Lo que le dieron fue una salsa.
Yo espero que estés preparado para eso.
Playoffs? We talking about playoffs? Yeah, we talk about playoffs. Thank you for joining. My name is Nolo Boy, founder of We Call Sport Podcast, which our goal is to analyze each sport and share our personal opinions. But before we start, here you have a QR code where you can subscribe to our different programs. Currently, we have 5 programs, 2 on English, 3 on Spanish. Don't worry, we're bilingual. If you want to join a Spanish program, we adjust to you, okay? So on Mondays, in English, We Call Golf, I'll be joining Miguel to discuss the latest on the world of golf. On Tuesday, in Spanish, We Call Sport Puerto Rico, Jay Salas will talk about sports in the island of Puerto Rico. On Wednesdays, in English, We Call Football, I'll be joining Hush X or special guests to bring you a week-by-week matchups until we get to the Super Bowl. On Thursday, in Spanish, the main cast, We Call Sport Podcast, I will be joining G.I. Josh and Jandy to talk about MLB, NBA, and boxing. On Saturday, in Spanish, We Call Wrestling, the team of G.I. Josh, DJ, Jay Salas, and Hush X will bring you the latest and greatest on the world of wrestling. Hit like and share, and remember, we don't talk about it, we be about it.
We don't talk about it. We just be about it. You heard him.
Go.
You already heard him. You
What
heard.
What happened?
You heard the introduction already. Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa! Watching all of they're gonna hit. They're gonna hit.
Let's go ahead.
Let me get
Let's
some
go
golf.
ahead and get
Let me
that.
get some golf claps for A-Man Corner right behind us, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yes, sir. As you already
Get
know,
up
what's
there.
the deal? You already know what's the deal. Once again, it's Nolo Boy hashtag Red Cup. You already know what's the deal. Yes, I know it's Wednesday. It's not Monday. Yes, we know what's going on. We apologize. Stuff in life, weather, and all that came through. But we are
Tell them the truth. I can tell them the truth when I'll tell them the
complying
truth when you're done.
with you guys. You guys wanted We Call Golf? We're gonna bring you We Call Golf.
Golf,
Miguel,
for
you
sure.
already know. I'm always with my brother from another mother, Miguel. Hashtag Golf 101. Talk to me, man. How you doing today, man?
Reporting to duty, sir. When we call golf, it's an hour of you joining us, and we giving you a content of golf for an hour. It's only going to be strictly of golf. We're going to hit some tournaments. We're going to hit the ladies up, see what they did this weekend. Oh my God, we're going to have to talk about Scheffler again. Sorry, guys. Sorry. And something to remind you of Scheffler, huh? Does this background look anything familiar?
Already
This
know.
background? Does this look like talking
Some
about
Augusta.
this?
Some Augusta.
Listen,
around here.
some Augusta feeling vibes, get into that vibe. Listen, it's just an hour with us. We're going to give you content. Please just strap in. Go get your popcorn. It's me and Nona Boy. We're going to talk about golf. You already know what's going to come. And we're going to call maybe the winners of next week. This is what we do. We call golf. You don't know. Just stay tuned. Let's talk a little bit more about golf. Let's get straight into it.
Oh yes, sir. And as always, we can't be here without our sponsors. You already know what Miguel and I have. We got it here. We got it. 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 We got
Represent.
the gear.
We
If we got the
represent.
gear, we got the gear. We got everything. And the next, subject is brought to you by Escape to Paradise. Let me tell you what Escape to Paradise is all
Show
about.
them.
Escape to Paradise, Puerto Rico. Your adventure starts here, where we offer half and full day charters to the islands of Icaco, Palomino, Vieques, and Culebra. Leaving from Fajardo, our 20-foot Stama boat has a bathroom, radio, and fresh water. Super comfortable for a full day. All tours can accommodate up to 6 people, and each of our tours includes beverages and snacks, except the full day that offers a full meal. We are known for our customer service and unforgettable experience. Enjoy the chance to snorkel and swim on the most beautiful beaches of our islands. Half-day charters offers you 2 schedules, 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. or 1:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. And this only visits Icacos and Palomino Islands. The full day charter prices may vary depending of destination. To see our availability, go to escapetoparadisepr.com. Click on book now and search by date. We only work by reservation. For other accommodations and more, please call 787-516-1025 or you can write us an email at escapetoparadisepr@gmail.com. Escape to Paradise.
Escape to Paradise, ladies and gentlemen, proud sponsor of what we call sports. If you go into the island, you already know what's the deal. To the east side of the island, we got you. And here in Escape to Paradise, y'all already know what's the deal. Y'all seen it. So, Miguel, talk to me, man. It's all good, man. We got this Shwab challenge out here in Colonia Country side out there. Hey, man, what a tournament! And I'm happy to present another winner, first-time winner. However, he's a first-time winner in individuals. However, he won with the Zurich with Novak.
Yep.
So as a team, that was his first win. As an individual, Ben Griffin, the North Carolina Tar Heel product, ladies and gentlemen. He actually came through, and he was Miguel. He was.
I remember talking about that when we were both actually watching it, and you turned the phone. You turned the phone around, and I was like, "Let me see some," because I couldn't see. I was not at the TV at that moment. But when you saw, and this is one of the conversations that came up, right? We're not going to take away from he did one with Novak. It is a team effort, but you have to win that. That is an official tournament from the PGA. They just have a different format. Whoever doesn't know that was a 2-man format. I think they played best ball, and then they played some other formats, but it's of a 2-man thing. So it's not that, oh my God, they won a charity event. No, they won an official event together. They get 400 points, they get some money, and they have that win underneath their belt. That actually gives him his second win, which sets him up for this win that just came now, right? So we have some results. We have some results here, right? Obviously, he didn't start off like he wanted to, obviously, with the Century, time for 45. And then the next one that comes in is the American Express. He ties for 7, then he doesn't make the cut. This is where it gets interesting, because then he goes high on the Pebble Beach. He goes high there, tying for 69. He gets it back on the Phoenix, tied for 36. But here's where it gets interesting. On the Mexico Open, he doesn't do well, it looks like. And I don't know, on major events, signatures, he does well on these little small tournaments, which is good, because this is where you boost your confidence.
It keeps you around. It keeps you in status, right? So for here in the Mexican Open, he ties for 4th. And then he goes again back to back. He goes to the next tournament, to the Conasat. He does a tie for 4th as well there. So 2 tied for 4th. It's almost telling you, I got it. I can win it, right? I'm up to with these guys. I can win it. But then at the Players, guess what happens? He misses the cut, right? At the Valspar, he misses the cut. Then he goes and wins the Zurich Classic, which is okay event.
he wins that one, right? Because obviously it's a 2-man scramble with Novak, and obviously Novak he's coming. He's kind of hot right now. Then he doesn't make the cut for the
By the way,
Byron.
you picked Novak in this
I
tournament too.
I did because I think that he got on a run, but he fell out. But he was trending. I saw his trending tournaments. I saw that he was getting in the top 10s a lot. So I was like, wait a minute, he's due, right? Sometimes you do. He does tied for PGA Championship. He ties for 8th, and then he wins the Charles Schwab. The thing about winning this one for Ben is that he did it on a stage where there was some elite top 10 players, number one in the world you're playing versus. Actually, you got the final round with the top player of the world right behind you, right? And I remember talking to you, and you were like, Ben's got it, Miguel. Ben's got it. And I'm like, where's Scheffler at? And you're like, Scheffler's done. He's 8 minus. He's 8 behind.
It was windy, Miguel. It was really windy. Weather was a big factor. It was blowing. I think it was up to 32 miles an hour. Whoever played golf, and whoever, if you even haven't even played golf, let's say you play baseball, right? Y'all know that for all those sports that are outdoors, the wind factor is going to come to play. If just think about it for those baseball players that watch us, if you see the baseball getting held back by the wind, if you see the baseball getting pulled to the left or right, just imagine what it's gonna do with a smaller ball whenever it's up there in the air. So just imagine that. Go ahead, Miguel.
So with that said, and then we proceed to say, okay, who's behind him, right? Because we're like, Ben, it's not over. Even if he had what was the cushion? He had a 6 to 8 lead.
He had a 5 at one point, and went
at
5
point,
went to 6, and then it came all the way down.
And then we proceed to say, man, what does Scheffler? You said he's on like at the 3rd hole, 4th hole, right? And then Ben was going off of the tee, and I'm like, okay. And then you tell me Ben did an eagle, and then he went birdie. I'm like, well, damn, he's on fire still. It could be. But then I saw the rest of his round, and he played it safe because obviously all he needs to do is part of this whole course and let everybody else make the mistake. But with Scheffler behind you, it's not a cushion that yet. You were calling them all out because you saw Ben playing lights out, right? So Ben just did a eagle and a birdie, and then he went par, bogey, par, bogey, par, bogey, par. See how? So he knew in his brain, if Scheffler's coming behind me, but if he makes any mistake, I can close this whole round. And exactly what he did, and this is exactly why he's holding that trophy. When you get in a lead, it's just like in boxing. You box him out until the 11th round. Do you think I'm going to not pick up my guard and run around the whole ring just to tell you, hey, yada, yada? Because you won't box with them right there because you know that any given punch can knock you out. So you know that this is Shakira win. He went in there with that mentality. He did get it, but it was kind of shaky when you do that mentality.
It was shaky.
And let's thank God. Let's thank God that Scheffler didn't make a birdie when he needed to, because if he did, and when we talked about this, if he would have saw Scheffler make 1 birdie or 2 or hear that crowd from across the golf course, we would have had a different result on this one. Griffin got off the hook because nobody did a run and catch him. But next time, you never want to play this safe. You want to keep the gas on the pedal, not going for these pars, being pissed off with these pars. Because next time, there probably won't be no next time. They're going to catch up to you. And when you see the elite player, Scott Scheffler, in the back mirror, you better put the gas on because he's coming. Again, Congratulations. Enjoy the trophy. Enjoy the truck. It's something that they give. The trophy is one of the biggest ones. Congratulations to your plaid jacket. Ben Griffin, you are on the leaderboard. Keep it that way. Don't play it safe next time.
Hey, man. He had a great tournament overall. $1.7 million to the bag. He won by 1 shot. Schmidt.
FedEx points, what is it? 500?
Yes. So
now he's at 1,500 and something. So he's 5th now.
Yeah.
Add that in mind.
So-
2 tournaments.
So he did his thing. He did his. I was rooting heavily for him because the way that so the way that this played out, he came in already out of the bat. He came in with a
Eagle birdie.
yep. So coming out like that, man, I was like, you know what?
It's the dream round. It's the dream
Yeah.
round gonna happen.
Coming out with that, I was like straight up like, nah, he has it. Everybody else is struggling due to the fact of the win. And then
Second place.
he won it by 1 over Schmidt, but the rest of the field was like 4 to 6 shots behind from him. So
competing for third at
my
that point.
picks, yeah, my pick and Miguel's pick ended up being
What
tied
happened?
for fourth. Yeah, Fleetwood and
Again, we
Sheffield.
tied our picks.
We
Wow, that's
we
amazing.
tied. So it was an outstanding outcome all the way around. Shout out to Charles Schwab. And talking about Charles Schwab, every year, ladies and gentlemen, this tournament gives out the trophy, which is the Leonard trophy. Also, they also give a vehicle. Every year they give a prize vehicle with it. This year,
classic vehicle.
this year
To
was a
be more-
1992 Schwab's Defender 110. That's the model that you see right underneath Miguel. So
Mhm.
they it's outstanding. It looks like an off-road kind of deal, right? Like a safari,
like an off-road Bronco.
Yeah, yep. So
Doesn't it?
every year they give something. Last year was a Stingray, a 1975
Yeah, a Corvette.
Stingray.
They give a classic car.
Yeah, and then
That's
the
pretty
year
cool.
before,
It's unique, isn't it?
yeah, this tournament is really unique. I always, believe it or not, I always
A lot
look
of
for
people
the
play
car.
it.
I look for the car, to see what car they're gonna give out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on
Every
23
year
was a
we'll
Bronco.
present one.
On 23 was a Bronco, so it actually was pretty fun. And then the year before in 22 was a Firebird. And obviously all the colors are the same, are the blue colors of the Charles Schwab challenge, right? So outstanding. Before we keep going on, remember, ladies and gentlemen, any like and share would be greatly appreciated. Send it to your golfing maniacs, to your golfing junkies, everything that you want to send them out. Just please send them out to them, and you will be contributing to this great channel we call Golf by We Call Sports Podcast. So just please let us know if you got any questions or concerns you want to add in something, just put it in your comments. We'll put you up. And I see people already logging in and checking us out. So thank you for being with us today. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go to our favorite part of the show, which is making our picks for the upcoming doggone stinking tournament, which is a signature tournament, Miguel. So let's go out there. But before we go out there, we got to hit another sponsor of us, Pepatos Security. Let's go.
Pepatos Security. Ladies and gentlemen, they have created something unique to share with friends and family. A security box, cup, or board includes variety of meats, cheese, fruits, olives, nuts, crackers, and sweets. The security is perfect for birthday parties, anniversary, girls' nights, business meetings, and much, much more. Please contact them through Facebook or Instagram or the webpage, securityltd.com. And remember, se habla español.
And
remember, se habla español. Sorry about that. Was a little delay in there. So, with that being said, yes, we do have a signature event, and yes, it is the Memorial event. All right, the Memorial Tournament. It will be outstanding. It's out there in Dublin, Ohio, and the girls are not too far from Ohio. The girls are in Wisconsin this upcoming weekend, so they're not far from each other. So with that being said, Miguel, do you want me to do honors, or you just want to lay back and then
go for it? Go for it. I like your. I want to know a little more about your picks. Go for it.
Okay, so a couple things about my pick. First thing is first. I am waiting for my boy Tommy Fleetwood to go out there and get his first win.
He's getting close.
He's getting close. Tied for fourth this last tournament. But Tommy Fleetwood, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, he's ranked the number 12 in the world on the rankings. Okay, it's not that he's winning because he hasn't won a tournament in the PGA. However, with that being said, he's been in there, almost there. So AT&T Pebble Beach, one of the signature events as well. So he tied for 22nd.
let me just now round it down through the list, okay, of tournaments that he has been. He has been into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 events. And he hasn't missed a cut in 13 events, ladies and gentlemen.
That is a fantastic stat.
Whenever I'm telling you that he hasn't missed a cut, there's always a 36 hole cut going to the weekend. All right. And the top 50 are going in, top 10 from that are 10 shots behind from the leader. They are going in. Okay. So with that being said, that lets you know how hard this whole environment is to make a cut in a weekend. Plus, if you make the cut, you're winning something, some change. Okay, you're winning some change.
Sure.
So in this 13 cuts that he has had, the worst was he finished 62. However, he's been top 4 twice, top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4 times top 10. So he's there. He's just there. And why not bring him in here and make it happen out there in Memorial in Dublin, Ohio? Why not? All right.
Okay.
Why not? So
let's see if he can do it.
That's my pick, because I need him to get this dub, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm just not gonna lie.
You've been picking him.
Yep. Yeah, I've been this 2 weeks in a row that I got him. 2 weeks in a row. Having a good time with him. Tied for 4th. We good. Now it's time to get over the hump. Okay. All right, Freewood Tommy, I got you, man. I got you. Okay. So from that point on, we're gonna move to Oberg. Listen, Oberg, killer. I love this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't followed Oberg, you don't know who he is. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present you to the future of golf right here, right now, right here. It's not the Rorys, it's not the Scotties, and they're gonna take it to a certain amount. And from that point on, he's gonna take the flag and he's gonna keep carrying it all the way through. Ladies and gentlemen, Oberg.
They keep on trying, but he's not taking it.
He won one of the signature events. He won the Genesis Invitational. So he got that on his back for this year, right? However, he's been a little bit shaky, a little bit shaky in there. Because he's been shaky as far as he has missed 3 tournaments out of 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 12 tournaments, almost the same as Tommy, but he has missed cut on 3 of them. He missed the cut on the Players, the Valero, Texas, and the PGA Championship out there in Quail Hollow a couple weeks ago. So I'm a little bit concerned with him. Little bit concerned, but this is one of those things that if you win another signature event, this is another 700 points, ladies and gentlemen. So I will talk to you guys about the signature events and what they are and what it's composed of, right? Here after Miguel talks to you about the picks. Okay, so just stay tuned on that. So definitely Oberg is a killer. Everybody knows this. He's the future, like I previously stated. He also ranked in the in the world rankings number 6 overall. I got a number 12. Okay. I got a number 6. Then I got Shoffley. Listen, Professor X ranked number 3 in the world behind.
I like that pick because that's my guy. But yeah, I like that pick a lot.
He hasn't played in that many tournaments. He has played only on 8 tournaments this year. However, on those tournaments, he only had 1 finish in the top 10, which it was in the Masters. He finished tied for 8th, but he hasn't won no tournament this year. He hasn't been in contention. He hasn't been in that final pairing on that Sunday to feel the pressure, however, this year. But why not start here in the Memorial Tournament signature event? So overall, I feel like he needs a breakout, and he's been close so far, and I think this is it. So Shoffley, it is number 3 in the world, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot go wrong with this pick. Now, no matter how the man you want to put it,
he's a good pick.
He's a good pick. Okay, he's been a little bit shaky, but we're gonna get him right. A little bit in there. But with that being said, those are my picks. Tied for 4th, Fleetwood in the last tournament. Oberg, you already know, number 6 in the world, number 3 in the world with Professor X. He was tied with 8 in the Masters. So in the Masters, everybody knows that that's the background that we got in the back. We out there in Augusta. So everybody knows that course right there is not an easy course to go through. All right. So that's what I got for you guys for the Memorial Tournament out there in Dublin, Ohio. Miguel, what is your picks?
My picks for this next tournament, and by the way, great picks from your side. I don't see, I don't see that they could break out in this tournament and win one. They do need one. Fleetwood needs one. Schauffele, they all need one, obviously, but the guys know where they're at the standings, right? So they kind of need to be in the FedEx. You have to win something. Obviously, keeping relevant will get you there, but winning one kind of secures it because it is a boost of having a big 500 and up or 400 points and up. So with that said, my first pick, obviously, I'm done going against it. He's on top there in the corner. Obviously, last year we went against it so many times that at one point I gave a little bit in. I gave a little bit in. Right. I didn't crack all the way. He's not my favorite player, but he's breaking some barriers, to be that next person for this era, this generation, right? So I'm kind of giving in because I want to see a back-to-back on this one.
Okay.
In
I'm with you.
years. So I would like to see that. I would like to see that he is that man. So this one will test it for me. So that's why I picked him. I want to see if I pick him, and it is true that he's still a little hot. I'm checking the heat check here. Okay.
Okay.
I'm giving it from half court. Throw it. Let me see if you make it because you're that hot. Okay. I just need to check that out. That's why I picked him. Second pick, Straka. Let's talk a little bit about Sepp Straka here. Let's just say the Australia from Austria. Let's just say if somebody told you that you were going to play 15 events and miss 3 cuts, but in these 15 events, you get 10 top 25s, 4 top 10s, and you win twice, that's setting you up. Imagine for what? For FedEx being third. Now you have 2,129 points because now you crept so relevant that now there's no getting rid of you now because now you're third, right?
And on top of that, he won one of the signature events.
Oh, the American Express.
The Truist Championship.
The Truist Champion, and he won the American Express.
Yep.
So, and then on all this 15 events, you know what stands out for me the most is that he only has in the second tournament of the year, the Sony, he tied for 30th, and after that, he never went out of sight from the top 20. He tied for 15, first, 7, 15, 11, 5, 14, 13, 12, 1, and he only missed 3 cuts. This is a guy that you are going to see this guy at the end of the FedEx. He's going to be in the 120 and the 25 that's standing, okay? I'm just calling that right now.
Guaranteed. And
I'm picking him because he's trending. You can see the numbers. I've been watching him for a minute. I can see this, okay? This is my pick. Strategically well picked here on this one. Let's go now to JJ Spawn because this is another one that is keeping relevant. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you don't need to be number 1, number 2 in the world. You don't need to win first and second place, okay? If you keep him in the top 10, top 5, you get exempt. Top 10, you're getting paid and you're getting points. So being relevant puts you up there. Okay, out of 15 events, JJ Spawn has played as well. Listen to these numbers. He has only missed 1 cut because he withdrew from another one. So out of 15 events, 13 cuts made, 4 top 10s, and 6 25s, 2 runners up. We're talking about 2 almost wins. So if he would have won
He's,
two
he-
more,
he's having a spectacular year.
a hell of a spectacular, giving him 1,257 points to put him in 12th place, $5 million this year already, and he tied the second tournament. He didn't play the first one. He tied the second one for third, and then after that, the players, guess what? Second place, big huge tournament. Guess what happened to Charlie Schwab? He tied for sixth. So you can see that he goes like a roller coaster, but he's always in the mix. Watch out for Straka and Spawn. Those are my two that I'm really aiming for. They can get the job done, and if they do, we're going to see them go straight up that leaderboard in the FedEx. So watch out for that too, movement in the FedEx points.
No,
Those are my picks.
Definitely, I love the picks. I love Straka. Scheffler is a heat check, like you said. It's pretty good.
And JJ Spawn is keeping relevant.
And
He's
JJ
always
Spawn,
there.
bro, whatever. He's just
keeping
too
present,
solid, man. He's just way too solid. Too solid to let him out. And it's a good pick, man. Nobody, if you are preparing a lineup for your weekend for this tournament, JJ's got to be in there. Jay Spawn's got to be in there. All right, so.
I wanted to get Fowler, but I don't think he's playing.
No, he is. I think he is. But
he is.
I think
I kind of wanted to get Fowler, but these two.
I think you went really good.
They can
I like your picks in there, man. Your picks are extremely good.
Nice.
So, to tell you a little bit more about the Memorial and bring you up to speed, there's 8 tournaments, ladies and gentlemen, that are called signature events. Obviously, I'm bringing it up because this is one of the tournaments right now.
And
however,
the point system changes too on all these events.
Correct. So this is the second to last signature event. Currently, we already went through all of them. Is this one, and the Travelers is the last one, which is in June 19 through the 22nd. So next month in Connecticut, you will have the last signature event. Okay, so the 8 signature events are the Century. Obviously, that's all the champions that won during the year will be there. And it gets a little bit more into it. I'm not gonna go as deep, but it's all the champions plus it has to be a little bit more the AO10s and all just more factors into it. But the top winners just breaks it down. It's a tournament of champions, literally. All right. So the other event is the AT&T Pebble Beach that was won by Rory, my boy's our favorite golfer besides everybody knows the GOAT, Tiger Woods, right? So the Genesis was won by that guy. Let me see. That guy right there in the middle. You see? Over? Yes, that guy won the Genesis. The Arnold Palmer was won by Russell Henley. By the way, I called that he was going to win one like the next year because his performance, I think it was either President's Cup or I think it was President's Cup, the one, his performance there. Anyway, so the RBC Heritage, not confuse it with the RBC Heritage Canada. Canada is one. The one in South Carolina is the other one. And that one, I called that one with JT winning. That's the other signature event. Then we have the Truth. That's it, right? Truth or Treat? Truth, I think it is.
Truth.
Truth Championship, which Straka, Miguel picked him already. Like this guy right here in the middle, right here. Miguel got him. And then after that is the Memorial, the one that we got going on right now. And then is the Travelers, which last year in the Travelers was won by Scotty. Scotty last year went in a tear. So that is part of it. Now, what makes it so big about the signature events? What makes it so big is those are $20 million purse, right? The winner gets $4 million. All right. One of the biggest purses during the year. Also, you have 700 points at the FedEx Cup. And something interesting to let you know, the Genesis, the Arnold Palmer, and the Memorial Tournament have a 36-hole cut. The other tournaments don't have them. So if you get to those, you will play the whole entire 4-day.
On top of that, I want the viewers to know just a little bit what you're explaining, that the people that are going to this signature event are because the last season they made certain events in certain points that it's a limited field. It's not every 150, 100. This is a limited of players that won certain events and certain tournaments that are invited to this. It's not a full field. They keep it small because the purses are bigger. This is just on top of what Nolo's trying to say. Obviously, the top 25 of last year, they all invited to the signature events, and certain others that won signature other events and this season that won certain events get to these events. Not all of them are going to participate in these events, ladies and gentlemen. Only top 50, top 75. Actually, the players have 72. So these are players that have a status and they have certain points, certain events they won to get into these signature tournaments. Nolo?
Yeah, it is. It is extremely tough to get in. And yes, Fowler is actually playing in the Memorial. He tees off at 8:10.
Sponsor exemptions. They get sponsor exemptions, can be invited, and just a few other things. But
yep. Like I said, Fowler will be in the event as he's tee off in 8:10 in the morning. Professor X Sheffley, he will be teeing off with Jordan Speed at 10 o'clock in the morning. And then you got crazy people like Oberg will be with Hoffman, with my boy Hoffman. I was gonna pick him too, but it's just I don't think he hasn't played in a hot minute, so I think he's gonna, let that rust go away. So they tee off at 10:15, and then I think Tommy will tee off here at 12:35, and I think Tommy is with either Herman or Rye. Okay, so stay tuned on that. Straka is gonna also tee off at 13:30. So Straka, we probably see Straka with Scheffler teeing off. So Scheffler tees off at 1:30 with Straka. And where's Tommy? I forgot. Tommy. Okay. Oh, I'm surprised, Miguel. You didn't get no Morikawa, no Matsuyama.
No, Morikawa, I haven't seen him do nothing yet, and I'm not seeing him on the Matsu. The only reason I didn't because I didn't see his performance this week, and I felt like he's not trending. I when I pick these picks, I feel like it's either you can see kind of a trend coming here, but Matsuyama is just flat right now. He's just flat. Once he hits the top 10s, that's why I like to pick Matsuyama, because now I know that he's on his swing. Right now, I can see these guys trending swing wise, striking wise.
I got
not
you.
As performances as they coming, they're performing better and better. Matsu is staying kind of like on the line there.
Oh yeah, I know. I got you. I was a little bit surprised you didn't pick him. That's your boy.
Yeah,
so it just hit me a little bit. All right.
Yeah,
So we already went through two sponsors of We Call Sports here and We Call Golf. Let's hit the third one. Let's go out there and get it. The quality ventilation via Killeen, Texas. Let's go.
Quality Ventilation, the industry-leading service that keeps your business moving. These certified professionals can install any system that caters your specific needs. Their commitment to superior service to ventilation, maintenance, HVAC, and electrical is second to none. With more than a decade of service around the U.S. and trusted by major companies, Quality Ventilation staff have the experience to deal with all the models of equipment and stay up to date with the latest in technology. If you wish to contact them, please do so by email or visit their website at qualityventilation.net. And remember, se habla español.
And remember,
se habla español.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about girls all over the world. Yeah. So once again, the LPGA. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you have to check the LPGA. I don't know how many times I will say this, but
for a lot of reasons. Look at
they are
a lot of
killers. They are killers. So this time, this story is in Mexico, in the Riviera Maya Open in Mayacoba. Okay, so
el camaleón.
El Camaleón, all right? So it's out there in Playa del Carmen, Quintana Roo, Mexico. This course is 6,500 yard course. Purses $2.5 billion. Whoever wins it gets a 500 CME points. So
we already know who won it.
So
So, would not no further ado, the one who won it was the rookie Chisato. So Chisato, she not only won it, Miguel, she ran away with this tournament. Okay, she was unbelievable.
She dog walked them.
She dog walk everybody in this damn tournament.
like we call wrestling.
yeah. So actually,
She gonna get dog walk.
She started the day a shot behind, and during the first 6 holes of the tournament, she birdied 5. She took the lead, and the leader got a bogey straight up coming out of the back. So she took care of that and be like, okay, don't worry about it. You don't want it, I got it. Don't worry about this.
Did you know her rookie year was 2025?
Yes, you're rookie, but I don't.
That means we won already.
Yeah,
already.
Yeah. I don't want to burst no bubbles. I don't want to burst no bubbles. But I will tell you something about who I got. Okay, but shout out to her. Did you know that she had a twin sister also that finished tied for second twice already? It's crazy. The whole family loves golf. It's outstanding. This is the first time that also the LPGA comes to Mexico since 2017, Miguel. So this was a big thing. The outing, the people was great out there. Overall, I love the whole spectrum. She was bogey free until the hole 14 on for the weekend. Then she got a bogey, but other than that, she's been lights out. She's the top 10 on putting in the LPGA this year. So by that being said, that is, if you are a good putter, you will be a killer. All right, I got you, Miguel. So for those that play golf, go to the mini golf places with the putters and stuff like that, you would understand how hard is putting. Putting is something that is not easy. It's not something that you can deal with, all right? Because you also have the actual wind factor going into it. You got the slope, what we call the slope, right? So whenever a person tells you, okay, so what is the slope of that particular course? It means that the course in the greens got an up and down on level and moving, and that's what it's called a slope. So if you tell them a slope of 130 or 140 or whatever, or above 100, I guess it's a pretty tough course, right? So you have to make sure that overall, you already know the slope, if it's good, is it bad, is it really challenging. However, this tournament came out pretty good. A rookie won it. I didn't have her on my picks, neither Miguel, neither. But she actually made it happen. This 22-year-old rookie already got the first win, 375,000, total in all rounds 276. Once again, she started the round 1 shot behind, and all of a sudden she just took off. So, and nobody can cash her. So with that being said, Miguel, you got something? I don't know if you back with me. Your mic is not good. Your mic. So she was, once again, had 8 wins in the Japan LPGA before becoming eligible for the LPGA, having her card. So she is no stranger to winning, ladies and gentlemen. So the rookie, Chisato Iowa, she is really good. I can't hear you, Miguel, if you on it, bro. So with that being said, I had little something to say about her. So rookie year was this year. Obviously, this is the first career win. She has officially earned $500,000 playing golf. She has made 6 cuts out of 8 starts, so that's extremely real good. The lowest round that she has had is a 65. Wish I could have that. Can't get barely to like 80, high 80s, low 90s. She's currently ranked in the CME Globe. For those that don't know, like in the PGA, you got the FedEx Cup. For the LPGA, you got the CME Globe. She's currently ranked 18. She got 62 points, ranked previously to this tournament. So we will see where all this end up. It's outstanding to see her actually get in there and get a win, but this is where I'm going to burst that bubble, ladies and gentlemen. All right. You probably haven't seen her. We talked about her in this show whenever she won the JME Eagle. For me, and ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to me right now, right? The rookie of the year for the LPGA, her name is Ingrid Lindblad or Lindblad, okay, from Sweden. She has broke bunch of records in LSU, but she is the rookie of the year. Now, doesn't mean that Chisaro is not going to make it or not going to be in the fight. But Ingrid, remember that name, Ingrid Lindblad. You have to double check that girl. And LSU product. Currently, she ranks 44th in the Rolex and the CME Globe. She's 22nd. She already had her first win in the JM Eagle. $621,000 officially won in her career. She is a beast. So stay tuned for her to make it happen. All right. With that being said, Miguel's still having problems with the audio over there. So we're going to move from this. We're going to actually move to our picks while Miguel's is out there dealing with that. But first, let's go out there with Escape to Paradise. Why not? Let's go and get it.
Escape to Paradise, Puerto Rico. Your adventure starts here, where we offer half and full day charters to the islands of Icaco, Palomino, Vieques, and Culebra. Leaving from Fajardo, our 20-foot Stama boat has a bathroom, radio, and fresh water. Super comfortable for a full day. All tours can accommodate up to 6 people, and each of our tours includes beverages and snacks, except the full day that offers a full meal. We are known for our customer service and unforgettable experience. Enjoy the chance to snorkel and swim on the most beautiful beaches of our islands. Half-day charters offers you 2 schedules, 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. or 1:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. and this only visits Icacos and Palomino Islands. The full-day charter prices may vary depending of destination. To see our availability, go to escapetoparadisepr.com. Click on Book Now and search by date. We only work by reservation. For other accommodations and more, please call 787-516-1025 or you can write us an email at escapetoparadisepr@gmail.com.
Escape to Paradise, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all already know what's the deal with them. I don't gotta tell you too much. Miguel, you back with us? Your mic is still not good. Your mic. No, Nathan. Nathan, bro, go back out, come back in. That's the best thing I can tell you right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what's coming up this weekend. It is obviously the killer with the U.S. Women's Open. It is brought to you by Ali. Ali, we're going to be talking about this promotion right quick, okay? You guys are killing me. All right, it's the 80th U.S. Women's Open. This time is out there in Wisconsin. Outstanding place in Erin, Wisconsin. I was watching them a bit in there. Pretty interesting stuff that some of the actual players were talking about. Couple things in there. I'm going to start with my picks, right? While Miguel comes back and make it happen. So, Charlie Hall. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Hall is a beast. Besides, I got a little song for Charlie Hall. All right. So, she actually finished a disappointing, if I'm not mistaken, disappointing, I think it was 32nd. And yeah, she was tied for 32nd in the previous tournament. I think I got you now, Miguel. How about now? Talk to me.
Could you hear me?
Yep, all day, every day.
Oh my!
So
Oh my! Yeah.
yeah, it's all good, man. It happens. It's technical difficulties. We are just moving adapt. Okay. So Charlie Hall, number 15 in the world rankings of the females, world ranking Rolex,
Okay.
right? So she's my pick for this one. However, this particular course is really difficult. Bringing it to hole number 9, the classic hole number 9, par 3. It just seems like that hole in particular takes over, it crushes you or it makes you. Okay, so hopefully the aggressiveness of Charlie Hall, also Corda in there. They both aggressive. They both got long like deep swings. One of the longest heaters in the LPGA, both of them. So
Okay.
hopefully they can actually control this. This is really notorious. I love the actual majors for the LPGAs. It's a couple of majors. I'll be talking about it as soon as Miguel finishes his picks, right? So, however, Corden, Charlie Hall, number 15 in the world, Corda number 1 in my heart, and number 1 in everybody's heart, Corda. All right. So she is a killer. Love her. If you haven't checked the Sport Illustrated,
That's what I think you're thinking about.
check about that. Check that girl out. Anyway, so but
Yeah.
in her interview, she was talking about how difficult, and actually both of them, actually all three of them, Lydia Corda, and Gino Titinkle, they were talking about how narrow are their fairways and how this course attacks each part of the game. So it just don't say if I make it in a certain point and then I could put you're good. No. It's challenges from the get-go. So once again, this is a US Open. The Women's US Open is a major, and this is a big event, ladies and gentlemen. So Corda, it hasn't won a tournament this year after winning like 5 last year and being an outgoing breaker.
I think 6 or 7.
So I want Corda to win this one so bad. You guys don't understand. Either of them, Charlie Hall or Corda, because Gino already won one this year. So
she got one in the bag. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with Gino. However, Gino is actually, if you're not mistaken, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, world rankings for the females in the LPGA. Corda number 1, Titinkle number 2, and believe it or not, number 3, Lydia Ko. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just want to let you know how good that lady down there, Gino Titinkle, little song for her too. Hi, Gino. Anyway.
Hey, Charlie Hall, did you see that? Did you see that, Charlie?
No, I didn't see. I just say hi. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So either way, once again, 3 killers on top of their game. Number 1, number 2, and number 15 in the world rankings, killing it out there. Number 1 and number 15 need to win ASAP. Okay. However, there is certain amount of history going on in one Miguel's picks. Okay, so Miguel, I bounce the ball out there and pass it out to you, man. It's all you.
So my first pick, obviously Lydia Ko, way up there. Obviously, I'm like Lydia Ko. She's the McElroy of the sport for me, of the LPGA. She's the McElroy for me. And plus, right, let me give you little stats. She's second on scrambling, number 1 on ranked. Actually, she's number 3 on the Rolex, right? Mm-hmm. On the CME Globe race, she's number 10. She is number 1. She's second on par 5 scoring averages. She's number 2 on scrambling, and she's number 4 on sand saves. So in the sand, anywhere you put this girl, she's good. So obviously, Lydia Ko having 23 wins under her belt makes her an elite player in the LPGA.
Hall of Fame already.
3 wins. Hall of Fame. From 2014 that she's been on the scenes, we're talking about a long time this girl's been playing. She has so much in her tank still that we're not even done. Even she's only 28 years old. Let's say she played 10 more years. And if she would have did 23, she can at least win 5 to 6 more. Maybe 7, get the 30, and then call it, call it a good career for her. Hall of Fame. It's going to be tough to get the numbers that she have already done. That's my number one pick. Obviously, she's their McElroy for me. Lexi Thomas. I have a little thing for Lexi Thomas. That's your Charlie Hart. I got to let me
What?
look at
We got a little something.
little
Little mini one in there. Let me see that. What you got?
tiny one. I got a little tiny one for her. Obviously, she wanted retired. She just can't walk away from the game. You can't walk away from the game like this. You could take a break. Maybe that's what she needed. She went back out there. She played for fun, had her family around, did some things. She got her groove back. Like Stella got her groove back. Lexi Thomas has got her groove back. She feels happy again. She doesn't feel like that pressure. So I just want to see her win this. So then they can be like, wow, she's back and she's playing better than ever. Great swing. Played all her life. All her brothers, her whole family played. It's not that easy walking away from the sport. And then my third pick is Lauren Coughlin, because she is a long hitter. I picked her because she already demonstrated herself.
She's hot.
In this.
She's hot.
Yeah,
no matter what tournament she gets in, she's always in contention.
Always in the contention. She's always gonna be there. She's not going nowhere. She would outdrive you. She's only 32 years old, right? University of Virginia, prodigy of University of Virginia. She turned pro in 2016, if I'm not mistaken.
She's been there for a hot minute. She's been in for a hot minute.
For a hot minute, absolutely. She's over 6. I think she's over almost 6 feet. She's a big girl. Like I just want you guys to know that this girl, she can play. She is definitely a long hitter. She is 9th in the Rolex. She's 9th in the CME
Solid,
right?
Solid, bro.
She already has 2 wins since 2018. 2 wins to have 2 wins. I'm going to make $3.6 million. Top 10s. She made 14 in her career. She made 38 top 25s. So this is not to go push around. Out of 9 starts, 8 cuts. She misses only 1 cut. 1 cut. That's
solid.
She's
solid.
Top 3 10s, and then she's obviously, she's 2nd for the T-Mobile. She did 7th for the Hilton Grand Vacation. So she's not bad. She did tie for the Eagle LA championship out there, and so we are going to see somebody that if she continues to play good, she's going to win a few more, and then she's going to be on top of the world after that.
Yo, and definitely, I love that the support that her husband has given her.
On the back,
ladies and gentlemen, it's not only the female supporting the male, but in this case, the husband is doing a great job supporting her, going on the road, always being there, giving her everything, like as far as in don't worry about it, just that moral support,
some sacrifice
that any athlete needs, right? Shout out to him, in that part. So something else I want to bring up as far as great picks, Miguel, by the way. I love all of them, to be honest. So something I want to bring out of Lydia Ko.
Call me maybe.
Something I want to bring up with Lydia Ko. She's actually got something in common with Rory this year. She is going for a career Grand Slam of the majors. Mm-hmm. So this is the only one that she hasn't won, and this is the first time that she's having a crack at it. Okay,
it must be nice.
Oh yes, definitely. So the last person that actually did it was give me 1 second. It was Carrie Webb. And
Carrie Webb, nice.
Carrie Webb was the first attempt that she did it major. She played over 23 majors.
Annika Schwarzenegger did it.
Annika is the second right there since 1990. So in the NB Park was the third attempt. She did it on the third attempt.
So the third time around. So this will be the first time that Lydia Ko is actually gonna have a chance to get this. So we will see what happens. Plus, on top of that, this is the number 63rd major event played for her. So she has tons of experience and she knows what's the deal, but she hasn't been in this course. She actually mentioned in one of the conversations in the interview that she actually went to YouTube and started looking for other tournaments that played in that same place and see how other people was playing the course. So that's crazy. That's a different approach. Actually, they asked her who was the one that she was watching or whatever, but I don't remember right now. But on top of that, Lydia Ko is actually the second player that has earned the most money in the LPGA by officially winning 23 tournaments, as you said. Also, she has played a total of 252 tournaments to get here. So behind her is Carrie Webb with 20, well, actually $500 million less. And then actually no, half a million less. Half a million less. And then she actually played 497 tournaments. And by Lydia Ko just making 252 and being second, obviously you know who's first, right? Annika Sorster. So Annika is the number one. So you already know $22 million with 72 official wins and 307 tournaments played overall. So overall, that is actually the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, I told you I was going to take you to school with as far as the majors, right? As far as the majors.
And we made it in an hour. So sorry, guys.
So we making it happen. So just to let you know, these are the majors for the LPGA. So the Chevron Championship, which started in 1983, which it was won this year by Zygo. Zygo. Now is the U.S. Women's Open, which is this upcoming weekend. It started in 1950, so this tournament has been out there for 80 years, ladies and gentlemen. So more consistent than anything else. The following tournament is the following major is the Women PGA Championship, which is established in 1955. Then is the AIG Women Open, formerly known as the Women British Open. It actually started the first time in 1976. However, it became an official major in the LPGA in 2001. All right, and then the Avion Championship, which started and became part of the majors in 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the majors for the LPGA. Don't give me that attitude that you don't know, that we don't give you information. Come on, I just gave you.
Don't sleep on it.
Don't sleep on the LPGA. I just gave you the LPGA majors and when they were established. So once again, these are our picks for this upcoming weekend, US Open, US Women Open. So we will see where this ends. I ain't gonna lie.
Come on, Lydia Ko. Come on.
I ain't gonna lie, Lydia Ko, a career
I'll be watching her.
It will be nice to see. I ain't gonna lie to you. It'll be nice to see.
We'll bring it on Monday.
Definitely. With that being said, let's go out there, and that time is about to come around, man. Officially. Let's go out there and get it.
We call golf.
Oh, wait a minute. Miguel didn't pop up. There you go, Papa. So, Miguel, what's the deal? Talk to me, man.
Listen, as much as we can sit here and just talk about golf, we always say an hour, and for some reason we drag you into a couple minutes longer.
Yeah,
and that's us cutting it out at this point, right? Mm-hmm. We gotta stop, okay? Because we promised you an hour, and we're sorry for the 4 minutes. But if you watch this repeated, please, any comments, any likes, share would be appreciated. Put your picks up on the board. Let's see if they compete with our picks. Let's see if one day, hey, you never know, you go make some money off of us, Yeah. But let's just see how you compare with ours, and let's we can discuss it here with us. You can discuss it here, and any comments, and again, any shares, any likes will make us bring more And no matter what, we're going to bring golf. So with you, it just makes it a lot better. And like I said, see how you stack up with us, man. This is where we call golf. This is where we call it. And then we go see next week if we can actually slap ourselves on the chest with it. So thank you so much for whoever's seeing this live or repeated. Thank you.
Yes, like Miguel said, any like or share will be greatly appreciated. Also, remember we got multiple episodes running through the week in Spanish, in English. Do not worry. Like I said in the beginning, we are bilingual. If you want to be part of the topic or you want to say something about the topic, please just write it in there and everybody's going to see it and they're going to give you a shout out. Okay. So once again, thank you for being here at We Call Sports Podcast in this edition of We Call Golf. Once again, if you're looking for a sign, this is the sign. Don't do it. Okay. Life is better. Life continues. All right. Obstacles come around. Okay. So make it happen. Once again, thank you for being with us at We Call Sport Podcast via We Call Golf. Enjoy your night. And remember, go ahead and visit your local golf course and hit some balls. And I promise you'll be in here every Monday. You'll be around. Okay, see you on Monday. Today's Wednesday. We got it. We just missed it. Don't worry about it.
Hit the like button.
Hit that like button and subscribe to us. We're trying to get to the 1,000 subscribers.
At least.
All right.
Make it happen,
so,
people.
Thank you for everything, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your night.